Hey guys, it's Sam. A long time no see. First off, I want to apologize for the horrible lighting. I'm actually using my computer because my lighting in my room is too dim for me to film a really good video, so I did it in my basement, so I just want to kind of clear up on that. But today I'm going to be doing a Christmas DIY video on how to make these super cute and super adorable advent calendars or countdown to Christmas calendars. I hope you guys enjoy this video. I worked really hard on making these and just everything like that. All the products will be listed down below. This is super easy and you can even use your own household stuff. Honestly, I think the only thing that you will need are the Hershey's Kisses or whatever candy you use. So without further ado, let's just get into the video. So what you're going to need for this video is wrapping paper, two types or the same. You can use cardboard, whatever type you want. I'm just using an old box cardboard. Then you're going to need Hershey's Kisses or whatever candy of your choice, a permanent marker, cotton balls or whatever, any type of decorations, scissors, and some tape or glue. Okay, so basically what I'm doing right now is I'm going to take this wrapping paper because I'm going to use two different ones. Now again, like I said, you can use both or you can use two different ones like I'm doing right now. And I'm just going to cover this part of my box. And now you can pick whatever side you want to do. I think I'm going to do this side because it's a little more nicer cut. And so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take my wrapping paper and I'm just going to turn it kind of just sideways, and I'm just going to kind of measure on how much that I need, and then I'm just going to take my scissors and I'm just going to cut from there, and it's a little easier to do this. So once I'm done with my wrapping paper, as you guys can tell, I have a very nice sized portion of it. I am going to take and basically I'm going to wrap the side that I want to use. So this is what it looks like, and so this is pretty much just the part that what it looks like, and I'm going to use tape in order to stick this down. You can use glue, you can use tape, you can use whatever you want. You're going to want to use tape on both sides to wrap your wrapping paper up around your box. Okay, so after I was all done cutting and pasting my wrapping paper, as you guys can tell, on the first side and on the back side, I'm going to write 25 Days of Christmas. Now, it is very important that you write it so you have enough room for all of your letters, and I'm using a permanent marker. I definitely suggest to do whatever color you want. I just happen to have black. You can use red, green, festive colors. I personally don't have any festive Sharpies, so I'm just going to write 25 Days of Christmas very nice and neatly on here, and then I'm going to show you guys what else I'm going to do kind of to spice this whole thing up. So right here I'm just going to write 25, and I'm going to write days of up here. So basically this is just what mine looks like, 25 Days of Christmas. I'm going to add a little curly design to here, and honestly, okay, so now I'm going to do is I'm going to take a permanent marker. I'm just using my black Staples marker and I'm going to label each day. Now the important thing is, since I'm going to be including quotes and Bible verses, is to make sure that you have enough space and enough room for each of your Bible verses or quotes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to label my numbers for each day. So I'm going to do 25 for 25 Days of Christmas, and I'm going to put my quote or Bible verse in first before I move on to the next number, because I've noticed before in the past when I've made these is when I do a quote, when I do all my numbers first and then I start doing quotes, sometimes it can get into with the other number. So on the first one I'm going to write John 3:16. I'm going to put it up here, just because I think it's a really good Bible verse to kind of kick off the whole holiday season. And then I'm just going to end that, and then I'm going to come over to the next side. I'm going to write number 2, and make sure you give yourself some good space. As long as you have enough space for everything, write really nice and neat, write kind of small, and for this one I'm just going to write 'tis the season. And maybe if you want, you can get a little festive, add a little Christmas tree. You can do whatever you want, and then I'm just going to go on and so forth, and I'll come to number 24 and number 25 to kind of show you guys what you can do for those two ones. But honestly, just continue writing your Bible verses, quotes, maybe you want to write little messages to whoever you're giving this to, like, I love you so much, or you're so beautiful, or just something like that, you're so handsome, anything like that, and I'll get back with you guys when I'm done. So basically all I did was I did my calendar, I wrote down all the signs and everything, I put Christmas Eve and Christmas Day over here just so you guys could see. And usually traditional advent calendars have the days all mixed up. I remember searching for those when I was little and how I would get so frustrated, but most of them are in order besides the 24 and the 25. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use Hershey's Kisses, and these are just the traditional kind. Now you can use whatever type you like. I just thought these were cute because they're little Santa hats and they're milk chocolate, and everyone likes milk chocolate. And I'm just going to stick each of these on one of the placemats. So I'm just going to use my tape. And I'm going to use tape because tape is easier generally instead of using glue. I'm going to cut off just a little piece of tape for each one. And all I'm going to do is I'm just going to take my tape and I'm just going to roll it back for my Hershey's Kiss. I'm just going to roll it back on each one, and I'm just going to label it for each day. So we have the 1st of December all the way through the 25th of December, and I'm just going to repeat those steps with my scissors. Now you can use glue, I think, if you would like, but I just think it's better to use tape on these just because it's easier to pull them apart. So I'm just going to show you guys the same step again. I'm going to take my tape and I'm just going to roll it back in my hands, and I'm just going to stick it to the back of my Hershey's Kiss, and I'm just going to place it on my days. And now I'm going to do this to each one until I get to the 25, and then I'll show you guys what it looks like after. Okay, so I'm done now placing all of my Hershey's Kisses along the board. I'm just going to use some cotton balls. I'm going to use these as little snowballs, and I'm just going to put them all around over here. And I'm just going to take my tape. Now I'm using really super sticky tape. This is kind of like packing tape. And I'm just going to roll it over again. Now you could use glue if you have time to wait for it to dry, but I'm personally not that patient. So I'm just going to stick it to my cotton ball, and I'm just going to place it down here. I just think this adds a nice little effect. Now you could use spray snow as well, but I just do not feel like using it. So I'm just going to repeat the same steps to each one. And I'm going to do the same thing again, repeating the steps to each one. I'm going to stick it to my cotton ball, and I'm just going to do the same thing. I hope you guys enjoyed making these DIY cute little advent calendars. Let me know in the comments down below if you did, and for more DIY videos, I'll talk to you guys later.